What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you should never say when selling life insurance that you are probably saying right now over the phone. Now, the worst part about this is you probably have no idea. Like, most people will say these things on the phone and they don't even know that they're bad, right? So we're going to break them down, show you guys what you should not say, and then what you can replace it with that will allow you to close more deals. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I want to start off with this first one, which is, drum roll please, how much coverage do you want? Now you may be saying, like, that sounds super harmless. Like, what on earth is wrong with me asking this? This is just like a normal discovery question. Why would I not ask them how much coverage do they want? Well, let me explain. So the thing is, what you have to realize is your prospect is being marketed to. Sounds obvious. But they're being marketed to not just by people that are selling whole life insurance, but also by people that are selling term life insurance and IULs and all these different things. They see all of these ads on TV, in the mail, on Facebook. They have all of these inflated ideas of what life insurance actually is. Or maybe they have life insurance through their work, right? Maybe they're coming up to retirement or they just retired and they have this idea of, oh, well, you know, I can get $200,000 in life insurance. I can get $1 million in life insurance. And when you ask this question, you're basically laying a landmine 50 yards in front of you, and you're on a direct path to walk over the landmine and blow yourself up to bits. Like, it seems so innocent, this question does. But what happens is, let's kind of play it out. So, you know, I'm talking to the prospect, hey, you know, Miss Jones, how much coverage do you want? Well, you know, honestly, I would like to be able to get about $500,000 in coverage. Well, Miss Jones is a 73-year-old female who smoked cigarettes and had a heart attack 3 years ago. There's not a snowball's chance in hell that she's going to get $500,000 in coverage with me or with anyone. So why would I ask that? These people that you're talking to, most of the time, they don't know what they need. They don't know what they want. They're coming up with this arbitrary number that's as big as they can think of because of things that they've seen in the past. So when you ask this question, you're basically setting a problem up for yourself that you don't even need to have. So instead, don't ask them how much coverage they want, and ask them what are they looking to cover, and then craft the plan to cover what they said they want to cover. So instead of, you know, how much coverage you want, okay, gotcha. And Miss Jones, kind of fill me in, like, what kind of got you concerned about this, right? So now they're going to tell me why they're even looking into it. Oh, well, you know, my friend just passed away and their kids had to bury them, and it was just a total nightmare. They had to get a GoFundMe and all this other stuff, right? Cool. Okay. So that makes perfect sense. So, I mean, were you looking to just cover a burial, or is there anything else you're trying to cover here? Boom. So now I'm opening the floor up. That's an open-ended question. They're going to tell me, yeah, I was looking to cover the burial. Got it. And were you looking for more of like a traditional burial, like a, you know, burial, or a cremation? Oh, well, you know, I was looking for a burial. Perfect. So, you know, burial in your state is going to run you about $15,000 to $20,000. Was there anything else that you were trying to cover on top of the burial? Now we've opened the floor up. Okay. What else were you looking to cover? Oh, well, $10,000 in debt, blank amount for my kid's graduation, whatever it is, right? So now we've basically gone through and explained how much coverage they need. So we total that all up. Okay, we're going to need, you know, $20,000 for the burial, $10,000 for credit card debt, and then $10,000 as an inheritance. Boom, we need $40,000. So the $500,000 is just completely out of the picture. Okay, so I'm going to look at an option for you for $40,000 in whole life coverage, and you go right into it. So that is the correct way to do that, and that is what you should replace that with. Moving on to number 2. Now, this is something that a lot of people will train agents to do, and it is the complete wrong way to overcome this objection. Now, by the way, these are going to be like things that people say in the sales call at different stages, so I'm just going to kind of jump through it. But this next one, drum roll please, is one that people say when they get an objection, and the objection is, I need to think about it, and in response people say, what do you need to think about? Well, let's talk about why this is not something that you want to say on the phone. Well, what you have to realize is whenever you're talking to these people, they are guarded. And the reason why is seniors are constantly hearing about other seniors being scammed. It's on the news. These scam calls are rampant, blah, 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 this and that. Maybe they've been scammed themselves. They're getting scam calls. Like, we are not the only people calling them. Their life is not happening in a vacuum. There's so many other things that are going on. And so what you have to realize is, again, these people, they have their guard up. They're cautious. They're a little concerned. And you're talking to them over the phone. You can't expect them to know you on the same level that you know your grandma, right? They might trust you, but there's walls of resistance, right? Is what I'm trying to get across. And so whenever somebody tells you, I need to think about it, essentially what that objection is it's a smokescreen for uncertainty, right? It's a smokescreen for uncertainty. So they are unsure about something else, about your plan or about you or about the company, and they're just telling you, I need to think about it because they feel uncertain. So, I mean, you may be saying, well, perfect. They're uncertain about something. Why don't I just go right out and ask them, what are you uncertain about, or what do you need to think about? Well, the reason you don't want to do that is, again, because of the walls of resistance. When you ask that question, it sounds like you're trying to close them and like you're trying to sell them something, right? So another way you could ask that question is, okay, yeah, I mean, I think that makes total sense that you want to think about it. I guess I'm a little curious, what did you more so have questions about? Was it the price of the program or was it the program itself, right? So do you see how much less confrontational or less salesy that sounds? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what are you unsure about? What questions do you have? Is it the plan or is it the price? And everything that they could possibly need to think about fit into those two buckets. So I'm covering all my bases. So whenever you're overcoming an objection, don't just face it head on. You want to kind of sidestep the objection and then work together to overcome it. And this is very confrontational, puts up the walls of sales resistance, and will cause you to close less deals. So let's throw that away forever. And the last one, this is one of my favorite, is, hold up, I almost forgot the drum roll. Are you interested? This is a pretty brutal one. If you ever ask somebody if they're interested, the answer is always no. Never ask somebody if they're interested. And the reason that this is so bad is people throw this out at the beginning of the call. So they'll start the phone call and they'll go, hey, Miss Jones, this is, Tim, just getting back to you about that form you filled out about life insurance. Are you interested in getting life insurance to protect your family? Like something like that. Always going to get a no. Nobody is ever interested. Nobody is ever interested. And whenever you ask this question, you're essentially just giving your prospect an easy out to just end the conversation. No, I'm not interested. No, I'm not interested. That's everyone's favorite word is, no, I'm not interested. So you never want to ask them if they're interested or if they're not. You just need to assume that they're interested, because why would they have answered the phone? Why would they be talking to you? Why would they have filled out the form or the lead form if they're not interested? Of course they're interested. It's just your job to figure out what problem they have and then solve it, right? So instead of asking people, are they interested, assume everyone's interested and ask what problem they have and then solve it, right? So again, I'm going to have to find these crumpled up pieces of paper, but do not ask, how much coverage do you want? Trash. Do not ask, or do not ask, what do you need to think about? Also trash. And last but not least, never ask, are you interested? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys got value from this and enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, hit the subscribe button for more content like this. And if you want more training like this on a daily basis, we are looking for agents to join our agency where we offer free leads, daily training, one-on-one support. And basically, our whole platform is designed for a new agent to come in and make 6 figures. without any risk, because you don't have to buy leads, you don't have to pay for softwares. The only thing you have to do is show up and sell and pay for your licenses. So if you want to learn more about that, hit the link down below in the description. There's a full video breaking it down. And without any further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.